Well, new reporting from the Hill's John Solomon placing the spotlight on more deep state corruption. Solomon, who has been leading the coverage of Spygate with his reporting, focusing on the black cash ledger used to target Paul Manafort. The FBI and Robert Mueller's special counsel team receiving reportedly several early warnings from Ukrainian officials that black cash ledger was likely a fake. So instead of citing the ledger itself, Mueller and the FBI used media reports about the ledger, some of which they helped facilitate, by the way, to justify going after the former Trump campaign chairman. Our next guest, the author of the latest groundbreaking report, one of the most influential investigative journalists in the country, and leading, as I said, the coverage of deep state corruption in Spygate. Joining us tonight, the Hill's John Solomon. John, good to have you here.
Good to be with you, Lou. Thank you.
Let's start with this Manafort thing, because it is astonishing, the arrogance
it is.
and the low life standards of the FBI in pursuing, and the special counsel in pursuing Manafort through the black cash ledger. How would you characterize their conduct?
Yeah, well, listen, the FBI operations manual that every agent is given makes it clear when you apply for a search warrant and you submit an affidavit, you may only use evidence that you know to be factually true. And in this case, they used evidence. They cited the black ledger in four search warrants in the probable cause section, citing the black ledger after they had been told that it was likely false, likely fake, a fraud. The Ukrainian prosecutors told them that, and their own research told them that. They had witnesses who told them those transactions do not match what we have in our books. Right. And here's the biggest reason they knew it was wrong. The ledger purported to show that Paul Manafort was taking money in cash under the table.
Right.
And in fact, they had all of his bank records. He was getting everything above the table in wire transfers. They knew that document was wrong, and yet they put it in the search warrant affidavit.
And what is the impact of this? Where does this leave Manafort? Because it would seem that this is, at the very least, a basis to throw out charges against him.
Well, you know, we'll have to see what his lawyers do. I think his lawyer is giving a speech tomorrow in California. We should keep a close eye on that. But immediately, there's some breaking news tonight. Congressman Mark Meadows, senior Republican on the House Government and Oversight Committee, he is preparing a referral tonight to ask the Inspector General of the U.S. Justice Department to investigate the handling of these search warrants. And another part of it, one of the articles they cited was an article that was an Associated Press article that Mueller's deputy, Andrew Weissman, and the FBI agents working the case assisted. They met with the APA the day before. They gave them a nod that the information was accurate. They then published the story. Then Weissman and the FBI agents turn around, take that story, and put it into their search warrant affidavit as sort of an independent corroboration of their evidence. It's a pretty remarkable thing to see that complicity going on where the FBI and the Justice Department are using a leak that they created as evidence in their own filings.
It's astonishing to me, John, even after all of this time, watching the 11 months of an FBI investigation, 2.5 years almost of the special counsel investigation. The only corrupt figures that are revealed here are the investigators themselves, the prosecutors on the team of the special counsel. This is institutional, just pure ignorance and political corruption. It's stunning where we are today.
I grew up in a family of cops, and it's hard for me ever to say the word dirty cop or bad cop because I've seen cops do amazing things, my father included.
Right.
But in this case, a small number of FBI supervisors, as Bill Barr has said, appear to have hijacked the process and cheated the process, and that's not good for the country, and we got to get to the bottom of it so it doesn't happen again.
So it doesn't happen again, but I think also, not only getting to the bottom of it, we've got to bring these people to justice.
That's right, accountability.
And we still have seen, if this is moving at all in that direction, it is moving at best, glacial speed. Your thoughts?
Yeah, listen, the Justice Department always has a hard time punishing its own. I did a story last week where all these FBI agents were found doing terrible things like shoplifting and lying and defrauding the government of money. Not a single one of them got prosecuted, and all of them got to keep their job or get to retire and keep their pension. It's a problem for the Justice Department, but I've seen a lot of overt activity in the last 2 weeks with the special prosecutor out of Connecticut and the IG. There is some movement going on, and I have hope that they're going to get answers and maybe for the first time mete out some accountability.